Most offensive jokes ever. Now, this is Rich House Comedy, and we don't like watered down comedy over here at all. Now, this is UK's opportunity to get up on the channel. I know there's a bunch of UK comedians and out-of-country comedians that we may not know about. So, guys, please flood up the comments with suggestions. There are a few on this video right here. Let me know. I'm going to let y'all know my honest opinion. You know, if they not good, I'm going to trash their comedy. Anyway, let's see what we got going on, man. Let's get right into it, man. Let's have a good time. Y'all like the vibe?
Documentary about assisted suicide. I couldn't watch the bit where the old guy died because I was coming so hard that my glasses fell off.
And they piled us onto these unair-conditioned trains like fuck.
Gay, but what's his name, guys? Let me know who he is, and if he should get on the channel.
Fucking sardines. I've never felt so cramped up in my life, like so uncomfortable. I've never felt this uncomfortable in my entire life. At one end of the train, there's Brazilian fans chanting, just yeah-da-da-da-da-da. At the other end of the train, there's Australian fans trying to chant back, but it's really like our first World Cup. So there's just like one bloke going, Ronaldo's got big teeth, right? And the singing dies down for just a second, right? Enough time for my dad to go, this is how they used to transport the Jews.
Oh. All right, so if you guys don't know, I have another channel, Rich House Reviews. That's my main channel, okay? I reacted to Jim Jefferies' gun control, which I'm actually going to do on this channel because this is all a comedy channel. But is Jim Jefferies actually good? I like the gun control. That was all right. Give me some suggestions, all right? Let me see if I can remember his name. Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr, if I'm not mistaken.
Reading the instructions, because it's a pharmaceutical, you have to take these things seriously. I was reading the instructions on the Viagra. It said on the instructions for Viagra, the warnings and such, it said, keep away from children. I thought, what kind of a man do they think I am? That can't maintain an erection with a child.
Hold on, let's put him back on the screen. I think that's his name. I might have got his name wrong, but like he says a lot of comedy like that. And I don't know, as a parent, hashtag parent gang, I just don't connect with that kind of comedy. That may not be for me, but I'll give him a chance if y'all got a suggestion.
The Catholic Church, you get a great thing at the minute. They say they don't want sex education in schools because it's like giving the kids pornography, as opposed to the traditional Catholic method of educating them, of actually fucking them. Sex education at my school was a muttered warning about the janitor.
Okay.
Catholic Church has just reaffirmed their position on abortion. They don't support abortion, even in cases of rape, which just seems like, what? What's that, son? You'd like to see a picture of your daddy? I'm afraid it's actually more of an artist's impression. You have his cold, dead eyes.
Oh.
The problem...
He's cool.
...with the whole Catholic priest thing, first of all, is that you know what I mean when I said a whole Catholic priest thing. Because it's not like, oh, the robes are longer this year. Like, that's not what I meant.
That's actually sickening, though, that, like, when it does come up like that, like, people don't really see. It's like, it's a known thing, and that's the known thing. Like, there should be so many other things to be known for instead of that.
You know what I mean when I said a whole Catholic priest thing. Because it's not like, oh, the robes are longer this year. Like, that's not what I meant. The problem is the theology, because when you get molested, you're supposed to go to confession. That is fucked up. Like, because what happens? You get there and you're like, forgive me, Father, for I have... Oh, fuck, it's you. I guess you saw the whole thing. I mean, I didn't even see it. My back was turned.
See, he's savage. Like that was savage. I like that type of dark humor. That was funny.
You know, if you drive like Richard Hammond and violent swerve, you're perfectly all right. You'll get away with it.
I think that should be the anti-speeding advert. It should be footage of Richard Hammond trying to remember his own wedding day.
I don't get it.
She was wearing black, or was it red? Am I married?
This morning. We're not even having an oblique reference to him.
Sarah Palin is very unhappy about her daughter's pregnancy and is considering using the morning after gun.
Oh.
Sarah Palin's got 5 children. One is off to fight in Iraq, so if you're watching the repeat of this, Sarah Palin's got 4 children.
Yeah,
it
wild
does
for
not
that.
take a lot of imagination to piss off a feminist. All you got.
Everybody put a rest in peace in the comments for that boy George, man. Uncle George, man. Definitely Uncle George, man.
The repeat of this, Sarah Palin's got 4 children.
And it does not take a lot of imagination to piss off a feminist. All you got to do is run into Now Headquarters or Ms. Magazine and say, hey, which one of you cute little cupcakes wants to come home and cook me a nice meal and give me a blowjob? Blowjob! Oh, that pisses them off. You want to piss off a feminist? Call her a cum catcher. That'll get her attention. Don't act disgusting.
Let's go,
How many
George.
dead hookers can you fit in a garage? Another 2 if I move my bike.
Oh, man. Man, how do you know that?
Treat them mean, keep them keen. You all heard that expression? Treat them mean, keep them keen. Treat them mean, you will keep them keen. If that was really true, if that really worked, treat them mean, keep them keen, wouldn't the Jews absolutely adore the Germans?
All right, that was all right.
And I'm waiting. I'm curious what their kid looks like because they're so beautiful. Maybe I
Louis C.K.
want to fuck their kid. I don't know. And I'm waiting. I'm curious what their kid looks like because they're so beautiful. Maybe I want to fuck their kid. I don't know.
Whoa.
That's just me saying something terrible because it makes me laugh that it upsets you. That's all that is. Just so you know. It's just enjoyable to me that you're upset. That's all it is. I'm not gonna fuck a kid. I wouldn't do that. Maybe a dead kid. Who are you hurting?
Wow.
Who are you hurting?
Wow.
I'm not saying I would kill a kid and fuck him. I'm saying if I found a dead kid in a field and it wasn't raining, I might take a shot. I don't know. I haven't been in that situation. All right.
Wow.
The Church of England brought out prayers for dealing with the stress of modern life. And the first one was a prayer you say on the train in the morning if you can't find a seat. I always find that if I pray loudly enough to Allah, get the fucking carriage to myself.
Right, we pixelated a zebra. Katy Perry also recorded the song You're So Gay. It sounds homophobic, but of course she's using the other fashionable version of the word, meaning anything generally bad. And anyone who thinks that sounds offensive should just Jew off. And stop being so bloody black about it.
Oh, who's that person, guys? I don't know what that was.
I was raised Catholic, and my Catholic priest told me when I was 12 years of age, he said, God is watching you when you masturbate. I said, is he a pedophile too, Father?
Wow.
I'm joking. I said, is he a pedophile too, Father?
Oh.
You don't like that, you're going to fucking hate this next bit. The oldest woman ever to give birth gave birth last year. She was 63. Just imagine at 63, the baby didn't have to force its way out.
Wow.
Spent the last 3 months bungee jumping.
Oh, no.
Every time she went for a shit, it had to brace itself.
No.
Can you imagine what having a baby must have done to the state of a 63-year-old's fanny? Absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah, he's
I know
savage.
that blood always means ass cancer. I suffer from hemorrhoids. Have done since I was 22 years old. And it's a very young age to get hemorrhoids. But there's a lot of blood involved. If you've never had one, there's a lot of blood involved in a bad hemorrhoid. I've had toilet bowls that look like abortions.
Wow.
No, I'm not. It's not good.
Wow.
Do you know, I don't know what's going on in Austria. It's gone very suddenly very sexy and kidnappy, hasn't it?
Oh, no.
Do you know Hallmark have had to bring out a card in Austria that says, congratulations on escaping from your underground sex hell?
Oh, no.
I'd quite like to see the Austrian version of Grand Designs.
He sounds Scottish or Irish.
Joseph is building a sex dungeon under the garage, but with 3 weeks to go, the concrete still hasn't arrived.
I saw the chief of the New York City Police on the news. He said, we will never forget 9/11. I thought, what's your fucking home, not your phone number?
Oh, no.
Now, if there's any lesbians in the room, and I assume there's not because laughter's not your thing. But if there is, I'd like to apologise for that last joke. But if you hate men so much, stop trying to look like them. You never see a Jew dressed as a Nazi.
Wayne Rooney, he gets paid a ridiculous amount of money as well, man. He'd be happy with a tyre on a rope. How old is he, Rooney? 23? They don't usually live that long. I know some people laugh there because they think I'm still saying he's a monkey. I'm actually trying to imply that he has Down syndrome.
Oh, no.
I'd hate you to go away with the wrong idea.
Savage.
But it might have been the longest abortion of all time. It took a month to have. Has anyone had an abortion?
Who is this guy?
You're all wrapped with attention now, all of a sudden. So I assume you all have. It's a fucking horrible thing to go through. And not horrible in that, oh, it's a living thing. What are we doing? Fuck the living thing. A genital wart is a living thing. If it's going to irritate you for life, burn it off, right? Get the fuck. Bladder cancer is alive and growing like a baby in you. If you try to remove that, I'll protest you and say, stop playing God. The reason we had an abortion was it wasn't because it wasn't frivolous. We didn't have an abortion because we weren't ready to take care of a child and we're irresponsible or because we're not financially capable of taking it. The reason we had it is because I really wanted to see what it felt like to kill a baby.
Wow.
I'm at home, having my cereal, my Cheerios, and there's a carton of milk there with the missing person things on the back. And I've seen 1,000 of them. And it was also the language, it was a plea from the mother. And it was the wording. She just said the name of the little girl, which I won't say, I remember it, and the day and place where she was last seen. And she just said, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, please help me. It's an empty room, apart from a mattress, and on the mattress is a little girl with her hands tied. And my fucking heart, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, crying her eyes out.
Oh, no.
It couldn't have been her, I left it.
Don't bother, don't send your children's toys to Africa. Can you imagine how depressing it must be to receive a Tamagotchi that's going to outlive you?
Oh, no. All right, well, that, let me see. That was cool. I mean, I got to see some new comedians. Some of the people I know, some of them I didn't know. Let me know who I should react to and give me a bunch of suggestions. That is the key. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for your comedy enjoyment when you're kicking back with the family and kicking back and stuff like that. Subscribe at the top bell, and I will see you on the next one. We're not at 1,000 subs yet. Come on, help me out.